taking out the garbage. Where you been?
Shit, man, I've been taking care of these motherfuckers.
Oh, damn.
Y'all was coming in, and now you're backing out. Now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. Shotgun in your mouth. I'm glad you brought your friends. They can watch it go down. Watch it go down. I got mine too. So welcome to my house. Welcome to my house. 'Cause these are my people, and this is my land. This is my land. This is what we pray for, and this is God's plan. This is God's plan. And if you ain't from here, then you won't understand. You won't understand. This is my country, and this is who I am. So welcome to my house. So welcome to my house. You better believe it, 'cause today won't be your day. I can guarantee it, you should turn and walk away and get to leaving, or I'll let this 12 gauge do all my speaking. Don't push me on the edge, boy. Don't push me on the edge, boy. 'Cause I'm aiming for your head, boy. 'Cause I'm aiming for your head, boy. And all I see is red, boy. And all I see is red, boy. I told you not to cross that line. I told you not to cross that line. I'm giving you a chance, boy. I'm giving you a chance, you see boy. The devil in a glance, boy. The devil in a glance, shotgun knock you out your pants, boy. Knock you out your pants, boy. I told you not to fuck with mine. I told you not to fuck with mine. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. Y'all was coming in, and now you're backing out. Now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. Shotgun in your mouth. I'm glad you brought your friends. They can watch it go down. Watch it go down. I got mine too. So welcome to my house. 'Cause these are my people, and this is my land. This is my land. And this is what we pray for, and this is God's plan. This is God's plan. And if you ain't from here, then you won't understand. You won't understand. This is my country, and this is who I am. So welcome to my house. So welcome to my house.
I got a baby baby girl inside this house, and right now she's sound asleep. So it's probably best for the both of us if you just turn around and leave. Cause if you come in this fucking house, then you too gonna go to sleep. I promise you, boy, don't play with me. I pray to God my soul to keep. Especially this day and age, gotta handle shit our own way. With a 30-30 horse 12 gauge behind this door, you're hella weight. My old lady, she rides too, picking up every shell case, mopping up these blood stains, but she ain't seen a damn thing. Most of my people are convicts, hard-headed, no nonsense. So please approach with caution. You never know who's watching. You never know what's on the other side of that front door, and you knocking. Might step out like motherfuckers get the dropping. All the neighbors heard was the dogs barking. The sun was down, it was getting dark, and I told the sheriff it ain't no problems, man. I was just taking out the garbage. So if you don't mind, please excuse me. I'm with the family trying to watch a movie. I'm sure you got better things to do, so I'll let you go and get back to do it.
Coming in, and now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. Glad you brought your friends. They can watch it go down. I got mine too. So welcome to my house. Cause these are my people.
Well, good evening, race fans, and welcome to UltimateDirtTV. Sunday Fun Day is back with the World of Thunder Esports League in the Middle Family Trucking. It is now time for the Schultzie Wallet 360 Winged Sprint Car Series. Good evening, race fans. My name is Brett Wheeler. Thank you for joining us here on this Sunday night, the first of two races on the program. Tonight, round number 7, here at the virtual Limaland Motorsports Park. We'll take a look at qualifying results up on screen for your 27 drivers. 3 heats on the program, and it is Dylan Yeager from Hamilton, New Jersey, getting the Quick Time Award with an 11.050. Gunnar Harris comes home second, quick. Kenny Hoffman third. Fourth is Mike Augustine. Braxton Wilson rounds out your top 5, followed by Blake Majulis, Evan C., Logan Rumsey, Mason Hannigan, and Ryan Scheidt, your top 10 drivers. We take a look at heat race number 1. We're starting a grid. How about this one? How about we can do this? Because they're 360 sprint cars. Dylan Yeager, the 48 for Team Victory Lane Racing from Hamilton, New Jersey, will start from the pole position. From Danville, Pennsylvania, the 72 of Mike Augustine. From Chesney in the 33 for Victory Lane Racing, that is Evan C., who is outside in the 10 for Black Diamond Motorsports. It's position number 4. It's Ryan Scheidt. Jaden Krause from Mount Washington, Kentucky, lines up to 13 from position number 5. And a man that is from Ohio himself, driving the 91 for Black Diamond Motorsports, position number 6, Ernie Williams Jr. From Albuquerque, New Mexico, driving the 100, the KPR number, Kenneth Payne, will start position number 7 to the outside, position number 8 in the Black Diamond Motorsports number 90 machine. From Pennsylvania, that is Trevor Royer. Rolling off out of position number 9 from New Jersey, driving the 92 machine, out of position number 9, that is Joe Howe. Welcome everybody in to the Facebook chat. Hello Justin Toll. Hello Patricia Payne. I am doing well. How are you doing? It's glad to be back racing on Sunday night with the Miller Family Trucking World of Thunder Esports League in the Schultzie Wallet 360 Winged Sprint Car Series. Yes, prayers for Dason Pursley. Heat number 1. Couple of Victory Lane cars for TeamVLR.com. 3 Black Diamond Motorsports cars. They make up a good portion of, I want to say about 2/3 of this field. Dylan Yeager, Mike Augustine, set for a start this time by waiting for the green flag to drop, and Dylan Yeager stands on the gas down into turn number 1 and 2. Augustine runs in second position, right shot to the outside of Evans C. Now here comes Ernie Williams Jr. working to the top side of the racetrack. The lap to 1 of this 8-lap heat races belong to Dylan Yeager. Augustine in second position. He goes right through the middle of the speedway. Here comes Ryan Shane in the 10 for Black Diamond Motorsports. C works the bottom side of the racetrack. Ernie Williams Jr. cut by 3 Pro World Championship drivers in this one. Dylan Yeager, Ernie Williams Jr. and Evan C. They go 1, 4 and 5 at the moment. So Mike Augustine, Ryan Shade, those 2 drivers are really putting it to the World Championship drivers. Cross race things 4 down and a 4 to run here in heat race number 1. Dylan Yeager continues to lead the way from Mike Augustine. Ryan Shite now under some pressure from his teammate in the 91, Ernie Williams Jr. Shite to the middle, Williams to the cushion, 3 wide with Evans C working the inside of the racetrack side by side. Shite and Williams back around the outside of position number 3. 2 laps left to run in the opening heat race of the night. Ernie Williams Jr. from starting position number 6. He's advanced up 3 positions, but it won't matter all that much because right now, down the back straight away for the final time, down into turn number 3 and a 4. Checkers are out here in heat race number 1. Dylan Yeager wins, Mike Augustine second, Ernie Williams Jr. third. I want to say Evan C got 4th from Ryan Shite in 5th. Then you go back to Trevor Royer, Kenneth Payne, Jaden Krause, and Joe Howe. Let's take a look at your official results coming up on screen. It is Dylan Yeager, Mike Augustine, Ernie Williams Jr. your top 3, followed by Ryan Shire, Evan C. over Ryan Shire by 0.018 of a second. Trevor Royer in 6th, Kenneth Payne 7th, Jaden Krause 8th, with Joe Howe rounding out the 9 cars for heat race number 1. Heat number 2, they'll line up like this from Texas, driving the 54 for SpeedShop51.com. It's Gunnar Harris to the outside, the 14. Position number 2, Braxton Wilson. Position number 3, from Manchester, Pennsylvania, driving the 41 for Slick Sim Sports. It's Logan Rumsey to his outside from Illinois, driving car number 80. Position number 4, Vinny Sansone. Your points leader coming into tonight from Clarence, Iowa, driving the number 12 machine from position 5. That is Blake Chapman. To the outside, from Jeffersonville, Indiana, driving the 36 for Black Diamond Motorsports, it's Nathan Davis. Driving the Hood Up Motorsports, number 23 from Conway, position number 7, it's Matt George, and Andrew Hawkins from Illinois lines up the 224 from position number 8. And rolling off from your 9th and final position from Lebanon, Missouri, driving the 96 machine, that is Matt Dixon. Heat number 2 is upon us. 3 heats on the program here tonight. Green flag is out. We're underway. 27 cars signed into the figure, so an equal 9 cars in all the heat races, and then we'll have a consolation race or 2. Lap number 1 is in the books. Gunnar Harris continues to lead the way. Logan Rumsey's moved into second position. Braxton Wilson, he's picked up, I was told, 6 feature wins this season in 360-wing sprint car competition. And right now, here on the iRacing.com service, the Miller Friendly Trucking World of Thunder Sports League, the Schultzie 360-wing sprint car series. Boy, that's a mouthful. He's running in 3rd position, but how long for? Because here comes the Black Diamond Motorsports, totally tipped and UltimateDirtTV Velocity Race Design Series 6 of Nathan Davis. Nathan, the walls don't move. Come on, you should know that by now. And Wilson going to go back around the outside. He's about for the transfer position. Vinny Sansone and Blake Chapman are right there. Chapman in the 1 machine again. Chapman, your points leader after 6 weeks of competition, including tonight. There is 3 weeks left of fierce racing in the Schultzie 360-wing sprint car series. Meanwhile, there's a challenge and a slide job for the race lead. Logan Rumsey now with a crossover out of turn number 4. Who's going to have it? 2 laps to go. Logan Rumsey leads the way down into turn number 1 and out of turn number 2. Gunnar Harris gets into the back of the white flag and the flag this time by. Final lap of the heat racing action here. Rumsey and Harris go to the top into turn number 1 and 2. Harris in the warm. That might be opportunity gone begging. It will be. 3 and 4 for the final time. Harris goes low. Logan Rumsey wins. Gunnar Harris second. Braxton Wilson third. Nathan Davis fourth. Then we go back to Vinny Sansone, Andrew Hawkins, followed by Matt George, Blake Chapman, and Matt Dixon. getting the final transfer or getting the final positions here on the racetrack. Oh yeah, Limaland. It's a busy couple of heats. Don't forget, we've still got the super late models to come later on. We'll take a look at your your finishing results here. Logan Rumsey gets the win by half a second over Gunnar Harris, Braxton Wilson third, Nathan Davis fourth, Vinny Sansone rounds out your top five, Andrew Hawkins, Matt George, Blake Chapman, and Matt Dixon. We'll take a look at heat race number 3 with 8 laps again, and the top 4, ladies and gentlemen, is where you want to be. Kenny Hoffman lines up on the one machine for SSR Elite Sim Racing out of position number 1. Position number 2 from Asheville, New York. It's the 127 entry of Blake Majulis, position number 2. From Pittsburgh, Indiana, driving the 1X machine, the Little Hurricane, Mason Hannigan to his outside. From Mount Holly Springs, Pennsylvania, the 95, Dakota Kuhn. From Mercersburg, Pennsylvania, the 69 for Team Outlaw Motorsports, position 5. It's Scott Pittinger to his outside, the Up North Esports, 17. It's nice to see him back. It's Tyler LaPointe, position number 6. Starting position number 7, it's Ethan Toda. Kyle Rozek lines up 8, and Alex Zazinski lines up at a position number 9. Adam, it starts tomorrow night, I believe. Top 4 going through to the main event. Here we go. Green flag is back out, right away. Well, not back out. It's the start of heat race number 3. Keep an eye on the Julius and Hannigan. Couple of World Championship drivers in this one. Right now, Majulis working to the cushion down into turn number 1 and 2. Not so much right up on the cushion like Mason Hannigan is. But Blake Majulis now going to challenge for the race lead. Look to take away the number 1 position. Has it at the start-finish line. And now here comes the 1X machine. Mason Hannigan in position number 3. Now looking to move into position number 2. Hannigan around the outside of the 1S machine. Kenny Hoffman, he'll slide up the racetrack into the concrete wall. Dakota Kuhn says, thank you very much. Meanwhile, challenge for the race lead. Slide job by Hannigan. No, not going to complete it. Realising he wasn't going to get clear, we're going to go yellow. Hannigan and Majulis coming together. I think going back to the World Championships, I think the server will open up at around, I want to say about 8:45. So, I'm sure it'll be on the iRacing page somewhere. Let's see if we can find that out while we are letting race control do their thing. Safety car still on the racetrack. So we're at least on a 2 to green signal. I'll leave the decision in their hands. There you go, Justin. Thank you, Justin. Saying 9 o'clock Eastern. So yeah, the server will probably go up at around 8:45. Lights are out, we're going back green, this time by. Hello, Platsy. Majulis, Kuhn, Hoffman, and LaPointe. 1, 2, 3, and a 4. Pittinger, Szynski, Hannigan, and Rozek. Toda back in the pit area. Here comes the 69 machine, back to the 23 entry of Tyler LaPointe. Driving the Team Outlaw Motorsports number 23 machine. Must be a new addition to the team. Scott Pittinger consistent with the point standings as Hoffman gets in the wall, checks everybody up, and Hannigan goes to the inside. The white flag is out. Final time here in heat racing competition. Blake Majulis will grab the checkered flag. Second will go to Dakota Kuhn. Tyler LaPointe. Scott Pittinger goes 3 and 4. They're going to transfer to the show. Hannigan up on his side. Mason, you can't park there, buddy. Just letting you know. You cannot park there. That is a no parking zone. So we wait for heat race number 3 results to come up before we move into the first of our last chance qualifier racing. And we are going to have just the one here this evening. So since we're taking 4, 8 and 12 to make a 24 car field, we're going to take 12 from the B main. Heat number 3 results coming up on your screen. Majulis, Kuhn, Lapointe and Bittinger getting the 4 transfer spots. Hoffman, Szynski, Rozak, Hannigan and Toner all finding themselves in tonight's B main. Let's take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. 10 laps to distance and the top 12. Hey, I am right. I keep being right. Should I be surprised? Let's not worry about it. Ryan Shutt in the Black Diamond Motorsports number 10 machine lines up from the pole position to the outside of the front row. The 80 machine of Vinnie Sansone. Position number 3, driving the 1 machine. That is Kenny Hoffman to his outside for Black Diamond Motorsports. It's the 90 machine from Pennsylvania. Position number 4, Trevor Royer. Position number 5 from Illinois, the 224 of Andrew Hawkins to his outside from Pleasant Prairie. Driving the 23 for Black Diamond Motorsports. Position number 6, Alex Szynski. Then we go back to Kenneth Payne from Albuquerque, New Mexico, starting position number 7 for Hood Up Motorsports. The 23 of Matt George, position number 8. Carl Rozek lines up the 602 from position number 9 to his outside. Jaden Krause, position number 10. Blake Chapman will start position number 11. Mason Hannigan will start 12. Joe Howe lines up position number 13. Matt Dixon 14th and Ethan Toder in 15th position. Just the one car not to make it to your starting grid. And that happens to be Jaden Krause. 14 cars on the racetrack, top 12 are going through and 2 cars will not make it to tonight's main event. Here we go, we're set for a start. Ryan Shutt, Vinnie Sansone, waiting for the green flag to drop because once that drops, the lead out of the ES will stop and we are racing 10 laps here at the Limaland Motorsports Park. Sansone looking at the inside now on Ryan Shutt in the turns 3 and 4, but Shutt too good on the top side of the racetrack. And now here comes the 90 machine of Trevor Royal, followed by Alex Szynski. So 3 of the Black Diamond Motorsports cars right now are going 1, 3 and 4. Sansone right through the middle of the racetrack. He's going to lose position number 2, might even lose position number 3. If they want those Black Diamond Motorsports guys, they've got some speed right now. Shutt still your race leader. Royer and Szynski around the outside on Vinnie Sansone. Sansone giving up a fight through the middle part of the racetrack into turn number 3 and 4. Szynski goes to the middle, forcing Sansone down a lane or 2 to turn number 1 and 2. Now Sansone try and cut it down low, drifts up a little out of turn number 4. He's still got those tires in the launch down to the bottom side now. He's just, I tell you what, it's a very fine line. You try and keep that car on the bottom side. You've got to be on the gas, but you've also got to hit your marks as well. You slide up just a little bit. We are yellow, and you will miss your mark just like you did just then. But the yellow is out. Looks like Matt George is back in the pit area. Another 23 machine. Blake Chapman has now scored in position number 13, and well, he's 1 spot out of a transfer. And I think, put it this way, Blake Chapman, he's your points leader in this series, and for him to be one of 3 cars to miss out, if he was to miss out, he would be one of 3 cars, and that would potentially shake things up at the top of the standings. Of course, we'll try and keep you up to date with the points series that is happening at the end of the night, and considering we do the points. Long road to Charlotte next week, followed by Volusia in a couple of weeks' time. So from when we used to going to Volusia at the start of the season with World of Thunder, we finish at Volusia. Here we go. 7 down with 3 laps to go. Shutt, Royer, Szynski 1, 2 and 3. Szynski not afraid once again to go right upstairs in the round wraps and tinting number 23 machine. Getting by his teammate Trevor Roy, who's now had to go to the bottom side of the racetrack. With a lap and a half to go, your race leader is Ryan Scheidt. He will greet the white flag this time by. Szynski is there. He's within striking distance. Can he make it happen? Here we go into turn 3 and 4. Szynski goes to the middle. Low nearly 3 wide off turn number 4. Who's going to be that? It's so right. Scheidt wins by about half to 3/4 of a coupling. Szynski second. Royer third. Sanson. Hoffman your top 5. Then you go back to Payne. And let's see who is going to miss out in this 15 lap, or this 15 car field. Top 12 is the magic number, so your 3 cars to miss out: Jaden Krause, Matt George, and Kyle Rozek. For the likes of Ryan Scheidt, who picked up the win. Alex Szynski in second, Trevor Royer third, Vinny Sansone fourth, Kenny Hoffman, Kenneth Payne in sixth, Mason Hannigan 7th, Matt Dixon in 8th, Joe Howe 9th, Ethan Turner rounds out your top 10. Andrew Hawkins and Blake Chapman will get the final 2 transfer positions. Don't look at the gap between Hawkins and Chapman, by the way. 7/1000th of a second. Kyle Rozek, unfortunately, along with Matt George and Jaden Krause, those 2 drivers will miss tonight's main event. The drivers, well, they've got a minute of practice here at the virtual Limaland Motorsports Park, and well, we've got this opportunity when we would normally send it to a commercial break. We can interact with you guys. Feel free, let us know where you're watching from, who you're cheering on, who would you like to see to go to victory lane, who do you think will go to victory lane. So who do you think will be the hard charger in tonight's field? So there's still 30 seconds in the practice session, hopefully. Hopefully we are not too far away. Hopefully we'll be able to release some good news in the coming days. We're just waiting to get that phone call. Tomorrow night we've got the dirtfan.com wingless 360 sprint cars, along with the 127 Industries UMP modifiers. I'm a bit out of shape at the moment. It's been 3 weeks since we've been on air, of course. We took a couple of weeks off with the second annual virtual John Sykes Memorial Race. Practice session is complete. It is now time for your main event. Let's take a look at your starting grid from back to front. Position number 24, it's Blake Chapman. Position number 23, Andrew Hawkins. Position number 22, Ethan Toner. Position number 21, Joe Howe. Position number 20, it's Matt Dixon. Position number 19, Mason Hannigan. Position number 18, Kenneth Payne. Position number 17, Kenny Hoffman. Position number 16, driving the 80, it's Vinny Sansone. Position number 15, the 90 of Trevor Royer. Position number 14, it's Alex Szynski. Position number 13, your B main winner, Ryan Scheidt. We go over the page to your 12 cars that transferred directly. Position number 12, Scott Bittinger. Position number 11, Nathan Davis. Position number 10, Evan C. Position number 9, Tyler Lapointe. Position number 8, Braxton Wilson. Position number 7, Ernie Williams Jr. Position number 6, Dakota Kuhn. Position number 5, Gunnar Harris. Position number 4, Mike Augustine. And we go to your heat race winners. Position number 3, it's Blake Majulis. Position number 2, Logan Rumsey. And pole position for tonight's main event will be the 48 of Dylan Yeager. Get your picks in, folks. We'd love to see who you think will go to victory lane. So as the drivers get the signal to show you the most awesome sight in all of motorsports, ladies and gentlemen, as they work their way down into turn number 3 and 4. 4.5 years ago, the World of Thunder Esports League formed, now known as the Miller Family Trucking World of Thunder Esports League, with over 1,700 iRacing members and one of the oldest iRacing sanctioned series. the drivers and staff from the World of Thunder Esports League would like to thank you, the fans at home, for watching the Schultzie's Walnut 360 Winged Sprint Car Series. They salute to you, the fans. They are 4 wide. So grab your friends, share out the broadcast, because this is going to be lit. Matthew Bailey, where are you? But we're about to go green. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. 30 laps on the board. We are green. Jaeger leads them down into turn number 1 and 2. We're going to get dirty for 30. Platinum 1 belongs to Dylan Jaeger. The 127 Industries, 127 Blake Majulis runs in second. Third is Logan Rumsey. Mike Augustine in the 72 machine. On the 19 on the car. Sitting in 4th position, but we go yellow. I wonder who the first caution is going to be on. Looks like it's going to be the Black Diamond Motorsports 23 machine. Round wraps intense. No, that's not him. It could be a Black Diamond car though. I believe it's going to be the 1X machine of Mason Handigan. Really wasn't even his fault. So now we come back to live pictures. So I get the 1 green signal this time by. Single file restart, lap number 3 about to be complete. We'll start lap 4, so 27 to go. Jaeger, Majulis, Rumsey, Augustine, and the Gunnar Harris. Green is back out here on the very, very slickened off Limaland Motorsports Park. Gunnar Harris immediately gets by the 19 of Mike Augustine. Now the 91 of Eddie Williams Jr. They're going to make it 3 wide down into turn number 1 and 2. Williams by Harris. So Harris slips back outside the top 5 as only Williams Jr. makes his way right through the middle of the racetrack. We go yellow and someone is on their lid. And on their side we've got 2. Trevor Royer. Buddy, you can't park there. You also had someone else on. There it is. That is Tyler Lapointe. And Tyler, just to let you know, mate, you can't park there either. You can park in the pits though. So what do you reckon, folks? Hindsight's a wonderful thing. Should we reset the track? Yes or no? Or are you happy to watch a slickened off racetrack? Give us your thoughts in the comments. Just give us a yeah, no, or yes, no. Would you like it slick, or would you like to see it a bit more tacky? Ah, all of the silly saucer geese. How about the saucer GS? Ah, oh, Wade coming in with some fire there. It's making it so high they don't know what the water is. What do you reckon, Anthony? Should they have Should they leave it slick? Should they have left it slick? Or should they have made it a bit more tackier? Absolutely. Couple of cautions in the early parts of this A-Main journey. Round number 6, round number 7 of the series. Next week we go to the dirt track at Charlotte, followed by, in 2 weeks' time, we'll go to the Volusia Speedway Park. Who will pick up the Gator? Who will pick up a championship? Blake Chapman, I want to say he's got one hand on the championship, but he's been very consistent this season as the cars get told to light up in rows of 2. Lights are out. Safety car. So Sansone out, Royer out, LaPointe back to the pits. 21 cars still left on the racetrack. Green flag is out. Dylan Yeager once again leading him off down into the first turn. And immediately to the inside goes Blake Majulis. Rumsey cops the worst of that one. Williams Jr. says, yep, thank you very much. And have a look at that. 4 World Championship Pro drivers are sitting 1, 2, 3, and 4. Evan C. Another one of those pro drivers who went 3 wide. And talking about Evan C., he was on the bottom of that 3 wide bell. Not afraid to make something happen, but I'll tell you what, Ernie Williams Jr., Logan Rumsey throws it in there. We are going to go yellow one more time. Tell you what, Anthony, at this very racetrack in Super Late Models, I want to say, oh, God knows how many seasons ago now, I covered a Super Late Model race here. It was a 60, I'll never forget this race. It was a 60 lap main event. We had, I want to say 20 cars, maybe 19, or it was around the 19-20 mark. We got into lap traffic, and would you believe we had 6 wide with lap cars as well. I want to say 4 of them were on the lead lap, and the 2 cars that were being lapped were fighting for their own positions. It was just an unbelievable, and this happened probably 2 years ago, maybe 2.5 years ago. It was all sorts of intense. Oh, John, I've seen some wonderful racing here on iRacing. I tell you what, more so this season, since they had the update, it's just been, it really has been a blessing in disguise. We've really seen some late model guys come over, and all you got to look at is your top 2 here on screen. Two very, very handy late model drivers in their own right, and they are running with the best here on the iRacing.com service. They get a chance at Sprint Car World Championship. Blake Majulis, he was the inaugural winner of the late model iRacing World Championships a couple of years ago, before being dethroned by Hayden Cardwell last season. Now they get an opportunity for the sprint cars. So let's just take a look at the licenses here, because so yes, the 5. So Mason Hannigan, he had one last season, but he had to re-qualify, so we're not going to call him a rookie. Dylan Yeager's a rookie. Blake Majulis, well, you could call him a rookie in the sprint car division, but of course not in the World Championships. Andy Williams Jr., nice to see him get one. Evan C., again, he was a late model guy as well in the World Championship, so a bit of variety happening. But here we go, back to green as we work out of turn number 2. Augustine, here comes Alex Szynski. Szynski from position number 14, trying to crack into the top 5. Meanwhile, Majulis trying to come after the race leader of Dylan Yeager, working down into turn number 3 and 4. But they've got to be very careful, because if you're going to give one man the top side of the racetrack, you do not want it to be Logan Rumsey in the Slick Sim Sports number 14 machine. And how about Evan C. from 10th to position number 4, just rolling the bottom side, doing what Evan C. loves to do. And that's just get around the bottom side. Szynski trying to get by Gunnar Harris for positions number 5. And we watch up front as we work on completing lap number 10. So 1/3 of the race distance is complete. Jaeger still holds the race lead. Evan C says thank you very much too for the price of one. Evan C to position number 2. And the Team Victory Lane Racing guys are 1 and 2 at the moment, but not for long because here comes Logan Rumsey. He's got a whole lot of speed, but carrying a whole lot of speed out of turn number 2 into 3. Evan C trying to work over his teammate. I'll tell you what, he might just have it here as he works down the back straight away. He's got all of the grips down into turn number 3. Yeah, the tyres do not move. Evan C, he saves it, and we stay green. Evan C from the race lead, back to position number 9. Majula slips back to position number 5 as Gunnar Harris up to position 3. And Alex Szynski from position number 14 ran second in the B main. And now looking on the verge of a podium. Cross flag sticks around 15 down and 15 to go. Harris on the top side, Szynski through the middle, Majula's on the bottom though, 3 wide through turn number 1. Gunnar Harris getting clear. I tell you what, the 54, the speedshop51.com entry, he is lightning quick here tonight. And this main event is absolutely phenomenal. And Dylan Jaeger continuing to turn heads and take notice and stand up here at the virtual Limaland Motorsports Park. 3 wide again into turn number 1 that was between Harris, Szynski and Majulis. Szynski's bitten the bullet to go back to the cushion and follow Gunnar Harris in the 54 machine. Alec, the wall doesn't move, buddy. And now look at Evan C doing what he did early on in the race, just rolling the bottom side. Blake, those tyres don't move. You surely would have known that after Evan C nearly chipped you out after clipping the tyres. Boy, that's tight. Evan C to position number 4. Here he comes, working the inside once again. I want to say, just give us a yellow for the sake of giving Evan C a good shot at winning back this race. Evan C back to position number 2. How could you not like this drive from the 33? Boy, oh boy. Outstanding driving from the 33. And he will be one to watch in the World Championship starting tomorrow night. Rumsey sits in 3rd position, followed by Harris and Szynski rounding out your top 5. Majulis in 6th. Augustine, Hannigan, Hoffman and Ernie Williams Jr. This top 10, this whole field is just stacked with talent. Gunnar Harris coming after Logan Rumsey. Now going to go back through the middle. Blake Majulis back up into position 5 as Szynski falls out of that one. 6 laps left to run for your race leader, Dylan Jaeger. He approaches lap traffic, the 18th driver, the 224 of Andrew Hawkins. 0.7 of a second between Dylan Jaeger and Evan C. Looks to close in right now and again with the lap car between them. Hawkins just stays up on the top side of the racetrack. Jaeger through the middle, 4 laps remaining. It's closing down. It's down to 3.5 tenths of a second. Can you believe it? Who's going to get it? For Team Victory Lane Racing, one of these drivers are just 3 laps away from the Twin Checkers here at the Limaland Motorsports Park. C is really starting to close in on your race leader with 2 laps to go. Can Dylan Jaeger hold on? They may not get to lap traffic anymore, although there's a car in front of them. It's the 69 Scott Bittinger. He's sitting top 5 in the point standings. And Evan C to the race lead. The white flag is out. 1 to run. C. Jaeger. Evan C will lead lap number 29. He's just got to hang on for 1 more lap down the back straightaway. For the final time down into turn number 3 and 4. C on the bottom. Jaeger through the middle. It's a drag race off turn number 4. And Evan C will go to victory lane. Oh my! 12 laps ago, he nearly threw it away and he fell back to position number 9. But Evan C, holy cow! What a drive by Evan C. A remarkable finish to that one. And what a way to welcome back the Schultzie Wallet 360 Wing Sprint Car Series. Evan C wins by 1/10 of a second over Dylan Jaeger in 2nd. 3rd will go to Blake Majulis. 4th was Alex Szynski. Gunnar Harris rounds out your top 5. Mason Hannigan in 6th. Mike Augustine 7th. 8th is Kenny Hoffman. Ernie Williams Jr. 9th and Nathan Davis rounds out your top 10. Kenneth Payne in 11th, Ethan Toda 12th, Blake Chapman in 13th. 14th goes to Joe Howe, Braxton Wilson in 15th, and the last car on the lead lap. 16th, a lap down, Scott Bittinger along with Andrew Hawkins a lap down. Then we go back to our casualties. Logan Rumsey in 18th, Dakota Kuhn 19th, and 20th goes to Matt Dixon. Ryan Scheidt 21st, Tyler Lapointe 22nd, Vinny Sansone 23rd, and Trevor Royer in 24th position. Holy cow. What a way to finish the Schultze's Walnut 360 Wing Sprint Car Series. Evan C., he ran down the driver that came home in second spot, and we are going to chat to our podium, and we are just awaiting the arrival of first and third. So in the meantime, we might bring in the driver that comes home in the bridesmaid's position here tonight. It's the 48 of Dylan Yeager. And Dylan, mate, this was one that really slipped away from your hands.
Yes. Sadness. Dang it, man. Almost won our first race of the season. I mean, congrats to Evan. He had that bottom roll, and he was just so much faster than anybody else. I wish I would have went down there. I'm sure it was probably a little bit faster, and with my setup, it probably would have been okay down there. But I was just too committed to run in that middle, and I couldn't get down there and roll it like he did. But yeah, that should get us a little bit better in points. Get closer to maybe winning the championship. I'm pretty far out, but we'll see if we can string some good races together here. I mean, this is a good start, so we'll see if we can string some good races together and get back into the championship race.
Although we're only running 360s, does this sort of keep your eye in on the sprint car side of things, knowing that, you know, tomorrow night you've got the start of the World Championships?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's good practice for Limaland. I know we go to Limaland, and it's in a 410, but it's still the same concept. You know, you're in a sprint car, so as long as I can get more seat time in a sprint car, that's all I'm trying to do. You know, I run a whole bunch of different leagues now that I've really never ran before, just because they follow the Pro Series schedule. So as much seat time as I can get in a sprint, I'll take it.
Yeah, buddy, look, well done on the second place. It was a hell of a drive, a hell of a finish between you and your teammate Evan C. Congratulations, Dylan, on second place. But, of course, before we let you go, we can't let you go without thanking the wonderful sponsors that helped this 48 machine go round in circles.
Yeah, gotta thank the Team VLR guys for everything they do for me. Gotta thank our sponsors, Toter's Isle of Frenchies, Tac 3 Defense, Elite iRacing Graphics, Bighorn Taxidermy, y'all for doing the broadcast, and Steven and all those guys for doing the adminning, and Evan, you suck.
Oh, fighting words. Fighting words. Hey, buddy, congratulations on the second. Good luck in the Pro Series as well, mate.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
There we go, Dylan Yeager home in second spot. And well, we'll chat to your winner here tonight. And I'm going to say, I thought he threw this race away with about 12 or 13 laps to go. But Evan C., congratulations on the victory. And well, let's go back to that moment where you hit the inside tire, you nearly go upside down, you catch the back end of Majulis, and all of a sudden you fall back to ninth position. What was going through your mind there with about 12 or 13 to go?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just glad I didn't flip completely over and just got on two wheels and was able to save it. We about got wrecked, I don't know, 4 or 5 times that race. So, you know, when I saved it, I kind of figured I was fast enough to at least get back up to second or so if we didn't have any yellows. And, you know, kind of just, I mean, we set up for the bottom. And, I mean, we ran the bottom in the heat. Just going to kind of stick to it and see what happened. You know, if it was going to be fast and, you know, it's going to be good for us. If it wasn't, then, you know, I guess we was going to find out in the race, and turned out to be pretty fast there. And, I mean, I don't think nobody else was really set up for the bottom like we was. So we just kind of had the whole track to ourselves. And, you know, as long as we hit the line, you know, didn't hit the right front on the tire and about flip over, was pretty fast there.
How difficult is it to, you know, to get that bottom? So just trying to explain to the viewers how difficult it is, because there's probably half to 3/4 of a car length between the tire and the slick part of the racetrack. To do that for, like I said, for pretty much the entire of that race, how difficult is it to keep it on the bottom side, to keep those wheels in the moisture?
Yeah, I mean, we was set up for the bottom, so I mean the car, I mean, it felt the best down there than anywhere else on the track. But I mean, definitely can't overshoot in a turn or miss the entry and get in the slick because or even hit a tire like I did. I mean, it's pretty difficult. I mean, as long as you can get your left sides and attack you, these sprint cars stick pretty good. Wherever you put them. But I mean, definitely easy to mess up down there. But I mean, it's easy to mess up on the wall also. And I just kind of like running the bottom a little bit better than taking a chance on killing the wall.
Mate, 4 or 5 to go. You were sitting about 7, nearly 8/10 of a second back to Dylan, who was out in front and was looking like he was going to get his first feature win of the season. There was a couple of lap cars between. Well, at the time, you guys were approaching a couple of lap cars towards the back end of the field. How were you sort of taking those last 5 laps? Because within 2 to go, I'm pretty sure you even led the second last lap. But how were you able to run him down?
Yeah, I mean, that last yellow, I kind of changed my lineup in 1 and 2 and just started entering a little bit lower and, picked up a good bit of time. And, I can kind of judge off Blake, who was running the bottom. And, I mean, I really, drove up to him pretty fast when I did that. And, I could tell that I closed before I about flipped over, I closed the distance on Dylan pretty fast. So I knew when I got to second and had like 7 laps or so left that, I was like half a straightaway behind. That was going to be, plenty of time as long as I didn't mess up and, our lap car didn't get in the way. It was going to be pretty close, coming up 2 to go. And I knew once I got to him, I mean, I was probably going past him pretty fast. Just, the bottom was so much faster there towards the end. But, I mean, he ran a good race, and, congrats to him on, leading most of the race. And, he had a good one, too.
Yeah, buddy, look, well done on the victory here tonight. No doubt you've got a lot of sponsors on this race car, a lot of great people behind the scenes that make this possible for you to come out each and every night.
Just gotta thank everybody at Team LR, CFME Sports. Had a 1, 2, 3 tonight, so that was great. And everybody else at Magility Speed Shop, Captain Morgan, Tack Your Defense, Bighorn Taxidermy, Toters Frenchies, and Selena Truck Stop. Everybody else helps us out, and thank our guys for broadcasting for us.
Well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Your winner here tonight from Limaland is Evan C. We'll chat to the driver that comes home in 3rd place here tonight, driving the 127 Industries number 127 entry. It's Blake Majulis. Blake, congratulations on 3rd place. And, well, mate, a yo-yo could pretty much describe your race. It was up, down, and it ended up with an up. Upside in 3rd spot. You got to be happy about that one.
Yeah, man, for sure. It is what it is. Learned a lot there. I mean, a lot. Definitely my first race on a short track. Felt really good through the middle. Bottom was just obviously a bit better and, needed the car to rotate down there. And it was kind of hard to get down there, but, it was pretty obvious where I missed. And, like I said, learned a lot. So I'm very happy with 3rd.
Wait, I asked Evan this question when he hit the tyres. You did the same thing. You know these tyres don't move. When Evan got into the tyres and caught the back end of you, what was going through your mind at that stage? Because you guys were running 2nd and 3rd at the time.
Yeah, I saw him. I knew he was a little bit better on the bottom, so I wasn't gonna try and race him too hard. I let him go and tucked right behind him because I figured I could try and follow him, get to Dylan there. But yeah, those tires come out pretty quick when that moisture strip gets thin down there. You got to have your left front right on them, or it's just no good. So we both made some mistakes there, but I think as we get some more laps in these, we'll get a little bit better and won't see much of that. But like I said, the bottom was really good there, and I think if we made the right adjustments, we would have been pretty good.
Right, you got the Pro Series coming up starting tomorrow night, although we're in 360s here tonight. I'm not going to call you so much of a rookie because you've picked up the World of Outlaws Late Model World Championship. What's it going to be like running a sprint car against 34 other drivers?
Yeah, super good question. I mean, I really thought there was no chance, even through the qualifiers. I just was so uncomfortable, wasn't putting any time in, and we somehow made it. And my program feels pretty good right now. I feel like I'm going to be running pretty good tomorrow. The 410 stuff feels pretty good. Obviously, just hoping for a good run and go with the season and see what it brings. But I definitely feel a lot better now that I've been putting time in and just get the setup dialed, and I think we'll be all right tomorrow for sure.
Yeah, but it'll look well done on third place here tonight. Good luck in the Pro Series as well. Blake, before we let you go, of course, a lot of good sponsors on this race car, a lot of great people behind the scenes that make this possible for you each and every night.
Thanks a lot. Yeah, Represent Limited, ML Performance, Game Up Nutrition, Nick Diaz Academy, Reliable Energy Solutions, Chris Ferguson Motorsports, CD Cinematography, Showtime Decals and Apparel, Design 75 for the Sweet Ride, Race XR, Majula Speed Shop, CFM Esports, Ultimate Dirt TV, you for all the coverage and everything you do. I appreciate you, and Ultimate Dirt TV as a whole. Steven for putting the show on. It was a good race, and I'll see you in the late models.
There we go, Blake Majulis, ladies and gentlemen, home in third position. That'll wrap up the coverage of the Schultzie Wallet 360 Wing Sprint Car Series. In about an hour's time, we'll have the Miller Family Trucking Super Late Models. Yes, right here at the Limaland Motorsports Park. 2 servers going up. We'll cover one of the servers, and of course, we'll cover the main event as well. So, excuse me. That'll do it for the moment, for the time being. Go and grab something to eat. Get up, stretch your legs, go watch something else if you want. Go watch a TV show, watch Netflix, do whatever you got to do. But make sure you come back in an hour's time for round number 7 of the Miller Family Trucking Super Late Models. But until then, on behalf of the team here at Ultimate Dirt TV, this is Brett Miller signing off, saying we'll see you back shortly.